Hello, amazing artists, and welcome back to art class with Mr. Mazer. So this week, as part of our next project, we're going to be drawing a self-portrait. And instead of drawing us as ourselves, as we usually appear, we're going to be drawing ourselves as Big Tex from the State Fair. I know everybody's excited to go to the State Fair this year. And I thought it'd be a fun twist to draw ourselves as Big Tex. So I'm gonna do two drawings so you can see just how to do it. I'm gonna do one as a boy Big Tex and another one as a girl Big Tex. So let's get started. First thing you're gonna do, at your table, you should have one of these. This is gonna be the shirt that Big Tex wears. So we are going to find the middle of the paper, just going to be about here. We're going to put the bottom right there. We do need space for the head and the hat, so we need to have a little bit of space up in there. So we're going to trace this onto our paper. And remember, I always tell you to draw lightly, so if you make a mistake, you can erase it. You're also going to want to make some changes to these later. And you can add some special details, make it look more like you, because that's what a self-portrait is really all about, right? Should capture who you are as a person. All right, so we got the shirts drawn. Okay. Now, our next step will be, we're going to go up onto the top and we're going to draw the necks. So we're going to do two pretty straight lines coming up, one on this one, one over here. Okay, nice and easy. Okay. Now our next step is we're going to draw the head. So we're going to draw a U shape to start. So do that on both. Great. Now we're going to draw two little just curve shapes for ears. We're going to keep the portrait part of this pretty simple, and then we're going to add a little bit higher for the head. So I'll show you that over here again. We got two little curves for ears and a little bit more up there. All right. Now, moving forward. So for our heads, we're going to draw that nice big cowboy hat. You know, Big Tex wears a big hat. So we're going to go to the ears, and we're going to curve around like this. Nice big curve like that, okay? I'm going to do that one over here too. Nice big curve for the hat. Now, I'm going to do two different styles of hair so you can see how it should look. So, if we're a boy, which I'll do a boy on this one, we're going to draw the inside of the hat. So we're going to do another curve just like that, kind of curves around. You're probably only going to see a little bit of hair. Now it might look like this. Now for the girls, we're going to draw the hair coming around. So we're going to have it coming around like this. And now if you have more curly hair, you could draw like a curvy line. But we're going to keep it very simple, not a lot of lines in there. We're just going to color this, you know, the real solid color later. Okay. All right, so now we've got here, we got to draw the faces on. So first step for the eyes, we're going to draw the eye shape, which looks like two lemons or two footballs. I want those to be nice and big so they stand out. And we're going to draw two pupils. Those are the circles that are inside. They should touch the top and bottom eyelid, okay? Just like that. All right, so next we're going to draw eyebrows. Those are real simple, curved lines above the eyes. And then we're going to, well, if you want to add some eyelashes, you could do that. I wouldn't add too many, just a couple to get that effect. Now for the nose, you could draw a U shape. You can draw it curving up, curving down, or you could draw that L shape. I'll do one each way. So I'll do one pointing down, one pointing up, so you can decide which one you like better. And then for the mouth, you know, Big Tex has a big smile. I know we'd be real happy to be at the state fair, so we're gonna draw a nice big smile there for that. All right, face looks to be done. Now on our shirt, now Big Tex has that nice special collar. So we're gonna add a collar. So we add 2 rectangles, one here, one there. And we're gonna add that little handkerchief that he has hanging down. So we're gonna circle, curve line, curve line. All right, circle, curve line, curve line. Now, on the hands, we're gonna do a real simple 5 loops because we got 5 fingers. We're gonna do the thumb facing up. There's 1 curve, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, do that again over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll do that over here as well. Okay. Now, another thing special about Big Tex is all Texans, we have big belt buckles. So, on our boy, we're just going to draw a standard belt buckle. We'll draw a nice big rectangle. And then a little smaller rectangle over here. So see how the buckle is a bit bigger than the belt? You can even make that bigger if you want. We're also going to I'll do a heart-shaped one over here in case my girls want to do that. And then we'll just bring the waist down a little bit, make that belt. Now I'm going to draw pants on my boy and a skirt on the girl. Before we do that, I'm realizing we didn't finish the hats up here. So we're going to draw a curved line. We're going to go up, curve down, back up, finish the hat. How could I forget that? All right. Okay, we are looking good. I'll give everybody a second to get caught up. If there's anything you're missing. Okay, now for our skirts, we're gonna bring this all the way down. So you can make that skirt as long as you want. I think I'm gonna do about this long. And then we're gonna have the legs coming down. We need to leave about 1 inch or so at the bottom there for the boots. That's important. Okay, so 2 legs. Now if you wanna do regular pants, I'm just gonna go down and then we'll bring it up. Curve down like that. Okay, all right. Now, boots, very important. The boots are gonna be a little bit bigger. Now I'm gonna show you how to draw them. You could even draw them pointing out, or you could both have them facing the same way. So my girl, I think I'll do them facing the same way. So we're gonna go here, the boots are gonna be bigger than the legs, or else you wouldn't be able to put them on. So new curvy line, that's bigger than the legs here. Then I'm gonna bring it straight down and leave just a little bit of space at the bottom. All right. Now from here, I'm gonna bring it out, and you can have a little heel on your boot if you wanna do that. And I'm gonna do them both facing the same way. Now, for the boy, we're gonna do the same thing. I'll have them facing in 2 different directions so you can see 2 different ways. So straight lines. Now make sure they're bigger than the legs. Now maybe this one, legs gonna point out. I'm just gonna do a flat foot on this one. All right, now, I think final step, we're gonna add a couple little details to the shirt. We're gonna add the sleeves onto here, because we got a Western shirt on. And we are also going to add the buttons down the shirt here too. So we're gonna draw 2 straight lines. And we'll do some buttons in there. So some easy little circles. All right. And it looks like our big Tex Self Portraits are complete. So from here, I'll have a picture up on the screen to give you some ideas for how you can further decorate, add some details to the outfits. So I hope you enjoyed that, kids. I'll see you next time.